Now to a developing story in Volusia County where the resentencing trial in the so-called Xbox murders is now underway. Troy Victorino and Jerome Hunter were sentenced to die for killing 6 people more than 20 years ago, but that was later overturned because the jury's decision was not unanimous. West 2's Pam Lacombe live in Volusia County this afternoon where a new jury started hearing the evidence. Pam.
Yeah, and that's all happening right here at the Volusia County Courthouse in DeLand. They will be wrapping up for the day soon. Right now, jurors have heard from witnesses the state has brought on, including investigators, friends of the victims, and defendants. They were also shown some graphic video and images of what was left behind in the house the day of the murders.
No matter how detailed I am, no matter what vocabulary I use, my words will not adequately describe and prepare you for what you will see, what you will hear, and what you will learn.
A powerful opening statement delivered by Assistant State Attorney Andrew Urbanek, detailing to the jury the brutal beating that happened back in 2004.
The sound of metal bats striking human flesh and shattering human bone rang out over and over and over again. These repeated swings and impacts left walls splattered and carpets soaked in blood.
It's been 20 years since Troy Victorino, Jerome Hunter, and 2 others beat 6 people to death with baseball bats in Deltona. The case became known as the Xbox murders because part of the motive centered on a gaming console that Victorino says was stolen from him.
It eventually came to that a report was not going to be done about the burglary that he was reporting, and that that was going to be due to the fact that he was a uninvited guest to the residence.
The defense chose to postpone their opening statement until the state went through its witnesses. The jury heard from Brandon Graham, who was there when the plan to go to the house and kill all the victims was discussed by Victorino.
He took his hand as he visually laid out kind of where the rooms were going to be, who sleeps in a room, and where the point of entry would be, and how we would move through the household and what we would do.
Jurors were also shown crime scene video and graphic images of the beating. They have a lot to consider, whether the 2 should spend the rest of their lives in prison or be sentenced to death. And the jury does need a majority vote, 8-12, to recommend the death sentence. That case, again, could take up to 2 weeks to be completed. Covering Volusia County live in DeLand, Pamela Lacombe, West 2 News.